So you want to design and implement electronic circuits, but you don't know how to use a breadboard. Worry no more, because in this video, I am going to show you how to use a breadboard. And for the purpose of this video, I am going to dismantle this smaller version of a breadboard so that we can see how all the interior connections are done. I am equally going to design a simple circuit to light up an LED. And at the end of this video, I am going to give you one advantage of prototyping your circuit on a breadboard before moving to the PCB design of it. If you are new to this channel, my name is Kenizra, and here I share my experience as far as electrical and electronics engineering is concerned. So let's get started. Here is our breadboard. So let's see how the connections are done. Holding our breadboard in this way, we are going to notice that we have columns and we have rows. Now, in each of these columns, all of the holes in that column are connected together. Each of these columns have the same potentials. But now, from one column to another column, there is no connection in between. So, this hole is connected with this hole, and so on and so forth in this particular column. But from this column to this other column, there is no connection. And also, this line down here are all connected together, or let me say this hole down here are all connected together. Generally, this is what we call the power rail. But here, the holes are not connected together, but rather the columns are connected together. Let us dismantle this smaller breadboard to see what I am trying to explain. We are going to see these metallic conductors placed behind. This is what permits the connections of all of those holes you can see on the front of the board. So you notice that each column has a metallic conductor. Each column has a metallic conductor. But from one column to another column, there is no connection in between. That is why I am saying that between this column and this column, for example, there is no connection. But between this hole and this hole, there is a connection. And if we look at the back here, we also notice that for this particular small size, there's a break between this power rail. That means this one is not connected with this one, as well as this one is not connected with this one. But from here, the connection goes all through. We have connection from here to here, but here there is a break. So let us design a simple circuit to light up an LED so that we can understand how these connections are done. Now, this is our breadboard and this is our LED. Remember, the longest terminal is the positive terminal, which is the anode, and the shortest is the cathode. So we are going to place this LED like this. Why are we placing it like this? Because if we place it like this connection is a wrong connection. This is a wrong connection. Placing it like this means you are short-circuiting the two terminals of the LED because you are putting them on the same potential. Current enter from the anode, goes to the cathode, and comes back to the anode. So this is a wrong connection. Rather, you want to place it like this, from one column to the other column. Now, we equally need a 220 ohm resistor, which we are going to place from this other terminal to the positive terminal of the LED, as you can see. Make sure you place them properly. Now, from the terminal of the resistor, we are going to connect our battery. We are going to connect the battery. We are using a 3.7 volt battery. So we are going to place it here. And now to complete the circuit, we are going to put from the negative terminal of the LED, we are going to connect it to the ground of the battery. And when you do that, you notice that the LED shines immediately. So currently from the positive terminal of the battery, move towards through the resistor, shines the LED, and go back to the negative terminal of the battery. As promised in the beginning of this video, one of the advantages of you prototyping your circuits on a breadboard before moving to the PCB is that once you design a PCB of a circuit, you cannot do modifications easily as compared to the breadboard. So each time you have a system that you design, before moving to the PCB, it is always advisable to test your circuit on a breadboard and make sure that everything is working perfectly before you finalize with the PCB. We have come to the end of this video and we hope you got some value from this. If that is the case, make sure to drop in the comment section down below what you want to be our next video. Thank you all for watching and see you in the next one. Peace.